Grab your popcorn and dim the lights. We're taking a trip back to the golden age of cinema in the Ottawa-Gatineau area. From grand openings to dramatic fires, the local movie scene was a whirlwind of change between 1920 and 1939. Let's roll the film. The Roaring Twenties, glitz, glamour, and growing pains. 1920. The decade starts with a bang. On November 8th, the Loews Theatre makes its grand debut as the largest, most luxurious movie palace Ottawa had ever seen. Meanwhile, the cinema gets a patriotic makeover as it's renamed The Veteran, while over in Hull, it's the end of an era for the El Dorado and Talbotoscope, which both close their doors. 1921, a year of high drama. On March 5th, the Strand shuts down, and things get heated on October 20th when the Dominion Theatre sadly burns to the ground. But as one light fades, another flickers on. The Princess opens its doors in Hull. 1922. It's a short run for the Princess in Hull, which closes its doors after just a year. 1923. Big business moves. Famous Players swoops in to buy the Regent Theatre after the Allen Theatre chain goes bankrupt following heavy losses in Cleveland, Ohio. Change is in the air elsewhere, too. In April, the Veteran becomes the Columbia, and on September 3rd, the Family Theatre is reborn as the Franklin. (1924) In September, the massive Loews gets a new identity, becoming the Capitol. 1925. The rebranding continues. The Casino is renamed the Majestic, and the Franklin takes on a prestigious new title, the Capitol Theatre, located at 240 Queen. 1926. Hull gets a major addition when the Capitol opens on October 9th. But the Eden Theatre closes shortly after on December 16th. Meanwhile, the Capitol at 240 Queen rings its final bell. 1927. That old Capitol at 240 Queen doesn't stay quiet for long. It reopens as a live venue called the Galvin. 1928. A huge year for expansion. On January 4th, the Little Theatre opens, followed by the Avalon on November 17th. The Wembley Theatre also joins the scene. However, it's a confusing time for the Majestic on 592 Little Sussex Street. It's renamed the Capitol Sussex Street in November, only to close shortly after. 1929. In February, the Rex gets a cuter name, the Rexy. The Galvin rebrands again, reopening as the Embassy, while both the Capitol and the Wembley theaters sign off for good. The 1930s, scandal and new classics. On November 23rd, the Princess becomes the Rideau, and on December 30th, the Fern transitions into the Rialto. 1932, a legend is born. On December 5th, the iconic Mayfair opens its doors. But it's bad news for the Embassy. It's forced to close after every single Ottawa newspaper refused to carry its advertisements. 1934. On December 1st, the Victoria Theatre joins the lineup, bringing more screens to the city. 1937. A massive year for cinema fans. Hull gets the Cartier under Famous Players on March 27th. Later that year, two more classics arrive, the Elgin on November 16th and the Somerset on December 31st. 1938. In March, the Columbia gets a fresh start with a new name, the NOLA. 1939. Local mogul Donat Paquin, who already owns the Francais and Laurier in Hull, expands his empire by purchasing the Victoria. The landscape of Ottawa-Gatineau cinema was constantly shifting, laying the foundation for the theaters we know and love today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos just like this.